Avengers this opening weekend, and I'll just go ahead and say I loved it. Oh, first of all, I need to go ahead and tell you guys who haven't seen it yet, there will be spoilers in this review, so you might want to come back and watch this after you've seen it. Me saying that I absolutely love the Avengers is a little bit difficult for me because I'm not a Joss Whedon fan. I know, oh my god, how can you not? He's amazing! He did do a great job with the Avengers. I loved basically everything about it. The only negative I could even, if I have to force myself to think of a negative, is some of the special effects didn't really look that good, but a lot of them looked amazing. My favorite thing about the film was definitely the dialogue. The dialogue was great. Even the non-witty, funny dialogue, just the dialogue of the whole film, of each of the characters, was really, really good. Each character had a very definite personality. Each actor played their character the best I thought they could. I've got to say the movie stealer, though, was definitely the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo, or is it Ruffalo? I don't know. That guy did an amazing job with the Hulk. The best Hulk I have ever seen. He was the only one in the movie that had to play two different characters, and keep those two different characters the same person. And he did that really well. He played the Hulk without the cockiness that some other Hulks have played Hulk as. Well, he played Bruce Banner without the cockiness and stuff I've seen from past Hulks. He was just a very, I don't even know how to explain it. He just had conviction, and I loved him. And then when he'd go into Hulk, he was hilarious. As beating up people can be, he had some hilarious parts. Of course, Tony Stark had good lines too, but we come to expect that from him. All the other actors carried their roles extremely well. Chris Evans as Captain America was amazing as always. His movie I didn't like so much. I think he did a great job in the Avengers, though, because he started off as being like the kind of pussy Captain America, but then he got hardened, and then he was just a badass at the end. My personal favorite, Thor. I thought Thor kicked so much ass on so many different levels in this movie. Oh, he's so good. I love Thor. I'm not just talking about the actor. The actor portrays Thor really well, but I do like that character as a whole. And the whole dynamic between him and Loki was just as strong and as angry and hatred as it could be. There was just such a good dynamic between both of them. Loki, slimy, creepy little guy, as he always is, but he was definitely much more uncomfortable creepy in this movie. It's a good thing. A lot of these movies spend way too much time on like one fight scene, and I really didn't get that in the Avengers. I mean, when Thor first came out, of course, I was having a hard time following his dialogue and everything, so I was so focused on his costume. And a lot of scenes, I was really focused on his costume, because as you know, I do a Thor cosplay, and I'm wanting to bump it up this year and just kind of, I don't know, alter it a little bit, change it up a bit. So I was really focused on his costume, trying to take some ideas from it. So I want to see the movie again so I can actually focus more on his dialogue right away. Thor, of course, had some awesome and some funny lines. If you haven't seen it yet, you shouldn't be watching this. But if you don't care about spoilers and you haven't seen it yet, this movie is phenomenal. I usually don't jump on bandwagons very easily, but I really, really, really loved Avengers from start to finish. Oh, and I love the monsters. The monsters at the end, I don't remember their names, but I should have probably looked that up first. They were amazing, and it made me want to play Gears of War, you know, right? Like that big worm thing coming through, and their mouths, they totally look like locusts, and it made me want to play some Gears of War. And I did stay through the credits, through both scenes. First scene in the credits was, of course, they showed Thanos. Now, what was the purpose of him? I'm not quite sure, because they're not making a movie that has him in it. I've read several different opinion blogs saying that Thanos is a little bit of a ripoff of a DC character, and his name is slipping my mind right now, and that having him pop up at the end was kind of like telling DC, hey, fuck you, buddy, with love from Marvel, but that is just, of course, a theory. The second little scene after the credits was hilarious. I know I'm excited to see Avengers again. I went and saw it in 3D. I definitely want to see it in 2D this time. Some of the 3D just wasn't working for me right. I don't know, I thought the 3D, especially in this movie, kind of took away from it. So I'm really excited to go check it out again. It's a super, super fun movie. A lot of action going on, but not like Michael Bay action, where that's all it is, and you're just like, okay, enough with the explosions. Can we have story? Tons of story in the Avengers. They mixed the story with the action so well that it never felt like it was too much dialogue and too much story and too much action. It was just this perfect blend of both. and then add on the character development and the dialogue and the history of it all. It just, oh, such an amazing film. I could sit here and go on forever and gush about how great it is, but you seriously need to go see it if you haven't seen it yet. If you have, let me know your opinions of the film down below in the comments. And who was your favorite in the film? I know I said that the Hulk stole the show, but I'm still going to be sticking by my boy Thor. As always, thanks for watching. Love ya.